Hey, it's Ben from Marketing with a Heart. Today you're going to learn something very powerful and immediately applicable to your business. It's about marketing and how marketing is the language for effective leaders. So stay tuned. Whether you're an executive, entrepreneur, or an elected official, you are a leader. And leadership is about shaping the future on a big scale, over the long term, or by making incremental progress each day toward your goal. If you're a leader, you need to be effective. Effective leadership ultimately comes down to effective marketing. Put another way, marketing is the language for effective leadership and effective leaders. Because marketing is how you communicate with and influence people, prospects, customers, and clients in a way that inspires them to take action. Leadership is also how you communicate with and influence people in a way that inspires them to take action. But leaders have to communicate with and influence multiple stakeholders, both internal and external. This can include prospects, customers, clients, vendors, partners, managers, stockholders, co-workers, employees, the government, media, communities, and the board of directors. What this means is that leaders need to communicate to each stakeholder uniquely and through appropriate channels, because all of these folks are more than just numbers on a spreadsheet. This makes effective marketing critical to every leader's success, because effective marketing is what makes your prospects buy and your stakeholders buy in. So how do you make your marketing and therefore leadership more effective? Whether you're promoting, presenting, partnering, or producing, sooner or later you'll need to align people with your vision and then inspire them to take action. It's 50% of how you communicate and 50% of what you do to persuade. So first, how you communicate. Just like it takes two people to tango, it takes two people to communicate. At first glance, this statement may seem oversimplified, but I invite you to look deeper. There are lots of leaders who are trying to communicate their message, product, service, or agenda, both internally and externally, but nobody's listening. Why? Because the leader is making these two critical errors. First, they're speaking to the wrong audience. Secondly, they're using the wrong language and the wrong vocabulary. Speaking to the wrong audience. Unsuccessful marketers and unsuccessful leaders share a sad but common fatal flaw. They take their idea, product, service, or message to what they think is their audience, but they don't research and investigate who this audience actually is. They don't understand what their primary fears, frustrations, needs, desires, motivations, goals, hopes, visions, and dreams of this audience are. Motivations, needs, and desires change among prospects versus customers versus clients versus vendors versus partners versus managers versus stockholders versus coworkers versus employees versus government versus media versus communities versus your board of directors. Your idea, product, service, or message may truly be something that will make a massive positive impact in the world, in your organization, or both. But if it's being presented to the wrong audience, it will go nowhere. Using the wrong language. This second critical error is intimately related to the first. If you don't research and investigate your audience to understand their fears, frustrations, needs, desires, motivations, goals, hopes, vision, and dreams, then you won't be able to speak to them in the language that they are using to articulate their experience. Again, consider the stakeholders: prospects, customers, clients, vendors, partners, managers, stockholders, co-workers, employees, government, media, communities, and the board. If you're not speaking a person's language, they won't take the time to listen to you. Additionally, if you're using obscure vocabulary and jargon because you think this will help you sound more credible, persuasive, or compelling, it won't. 2. What you do to persuade. Numerous studies and years of research in the fields of psychology, sociology, biology, communication, marketing, and advertising offer consistent information about persuasion. Whether it's a prospect, customer, client, or stakeholder, your job is to help people get to know you, like you, trust you, see you as a credible authority, and understand that you're offering them value. What's the fastest, most effective way to do all of this? Empathy. It's the most powerful, least understood, and least used tool for leadership success. Empathy is the capacity to experience another person's emotions and feelings. As a leader, when you are empathetic and people recognize that you are, three things will happen. First, they will like you because they'll realize you've been listening to them truly. People need to feel seen and witnessed. When you listen deeply, you'll uncover their fears, frustrations, needs, desires, motivations, goals, hopes, vision, and dreams. This will give you the language you need to speak and write to them. It will reveal what products, services, solutions to offer, and how to position and package them. And it will help you create a tribe of people who will buy into your vision because you're helping them to realize their vision. It's a win-win. 2, your authentic empathy, plus the fact that they now like you, will also help people know you, because all of us humans feel like we know the people who seem to understand us, even if we really don't. Trust you. A person realizes that you get them because you've been listening and then speaking to them in the right language. See you as a credible authority who is giving them value, because you're able to offer a solution to their challenge and a way for them to realize their dreams, because you've listened deeply and understand what they really need, not what you think they need. Do you remember what I shared earlier? Aligning people with your vision and inspiring them to act is 50% how you communicate and 50% what you do to persuade. I want to clarify something important here. How you communicate and what you do to persuade are not separate entities. They are two sides of the same coin. For successful marketing and successful leadership, you can't have one without the other. You want to move your audience from curious to connected to cooperative and then finally committed. You are selling a vision. You're inspiring your stakeholders to take action that's going to support them while helping you reach your goal. When you do this, you become a greater influencer. You inspire people to greater action, and you end up becoming a better leader, whether you're an executive, entrepreneur, or an elected official. So now you have a choice. You can do nothing, or you can start empathizing with your stakeholders. Get them to like you, and you will change their lives, and ultimately the world. This is Gioia, and I just shared Marketing is the Language of Effective Leadership. If this information impacted you, will you please comment, like, and share it with the leaders who need it most? Thanks. If you want more videos like this, then subscribe to my YouTube channel right now. If you want the best tools, strategies, and resources for marketing, selling, leadership, and service, and a free chapter of my book, then please subscribe. If you have some more to say about what I've shared, join the discussion on Facebook in the Marketing with a Heart community. And lastly, I want to thank you for everything that you do to help people live happier, more productive, peaceful lives. I'll see you again soon.